Welcome back to Half Moon's Picks, and I'm not here to tell you what I feel on the kneeling of the national anthem. Just not bringing up any news or politics in this show. Just get too flamed too often, so not doing it anymore. So let's bring out my picks last week and how well I did. Last week I told you to pick the New York Jets -1 and the Seattle Rams game under the total. In my Twitter picks, I got 2-0 on both those. Dilly dilly! Dilly dilly! And last week I told you in my SBR pick that Green Bay was going to beat Dallas. Good job on that one. Dilly dilly! Dilly dilly! And for the pit of misery on my picks, I went 1-3. Only bringing you one winner on the Jacksonville game to cover the spread against Pittsburgh. New England I lost by hook. Buffalo I lost by 1 point on the spread. And Detroit, who was a 3-point favorite, lost by 3 points. So, sorry about that. I will get better, but I am 4-3 overall for the week. Still over 500. Brings me to 54.3% for my win average for the year. Still above 50. It's been a crazy year. You could ask anybody. I kid you not. So let's get this ball rolling and start with the picks. My fourth pick of the week, my upset pick of the week, we got San Francisco 49ers traveling to the Washington Redskins. The Washington Redskins are a 10-point favorite, and that's why I'm telling you to pick San Francisco +10. San Francisco in the last 4 games only lost by 3 points. Last 4 games, lost 3 points, and 3-1 ATS overwise. The San Francisco is 4-1 straight up against the Washington Redskins. In the last 5 meetings, they're 4-2 ATS in Washington. San Francisco staying close to these games. Washington seems a little injured on defense. Saw a lot of players go down in their last game in Kansas City. San Francisco getting a little bit better. I know they haven't played the most greatest of teams, but I think they're a great ground and pound team, and they can do that on Washington. Keep the game close, so take San Francisco +10. My third pick of the week, we got Detroit Lions traveling to the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are a 3.5-point favorite. And there's something that I'd like to tell you about this game. Let me give you a little bit of history. Matthew Stafford joined the team after a 0-16 winless Detroit Lions. Joined in 2009, had a few injury bugs, separated shoulder. But in 2011 season and 2012 season, he made it to the playoffs, first time. He's kind of a rook, you know, but the New Orleans Saints just let him have it in New Orleans. In New Orleans, they were doing a lot of schemes in the defense. They were just picking them off left and right, made them look horrible. But since then, Detroit's won the last 3 meetings. Now, Stafford loves to beat on the New Orleans Saints. Makes his stats look good. He'll never forget that time where they made him look bad. And here they are, a 3.5-point dog. The New Orleans Saints has no defense. And I know the Lions offense has been kind of struggling, but the last 2 games they played against were decent defenses. The Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Where here, New Orleans Saints have no kind of defense. I think they can come in, worst case scenario, they lose by 3. I seriously doubt it. I think they'll take this victory outright. So take Detroit +3.5. My second pick of the week, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are a 4-point favorite. Now I was really debating about this game because Pittsburgh, I don't like betting on Pittsburgh unless they're a heavy favorite, like I did last week. But here it is, kind of close game. Last year, I told you to pick Pittsburgh in Kansas City. They pulled it off with a string of field goals. But this year, you know, Ben Roethlisberger said he wanted to retire in the offseason. He went on the radio after the loss and against Jacksonville on a radio show and said, maybe I'm not that good, you know. He had, what, 4 interceptions, is that right? 5 interceptions. And Kansas City's 5-0 against the spread this year. And this is going to be a tough battle, but since Jacksonville only did 14 attempts in passing, 95 yards, and strictly just stayed on the ground, they ground and pounded and won the game. Let their defense handle it, which I think Kansas City can do. I mean, look, Kareem Hunt, he has 97 attempts for 609 yards, an average of 6.3 yards per carry. So they should easily run on the Pittsburgh Steelers, just laying it on the ground. So here I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs -4. And my number 1 pick of the week, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling to Arizona. This game originally started as a pick'em. Now so many people are flying on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the failing Arizona Cardinals after they're just returning home off a loss and got pounced by the Eagles. A lot of people are going with Bucks and betting on them heavy. I'm like, why? The last time Bucks went into Arizona territory, they lost, and this was just last year. They lost 40-7. That's right, 40-7. And I'm like, well, what has changed? It's pretty much the same team. You know, they had a couple new players, but not too much. And literally, last time they were on the road, only once this year, they got beat by Minnesota, 34-17. So why would I pick the Buccaneers? No clue. Because who'd they beat so far? They beat Chicago and the Giants at home. That's it. 2 teams doing horrible this year. And Tampa Bay is 1-5 ATS and 2-5 ATS versus Arizona. So I know Tampa Bay, they got a new kicker. They got rid of that old kicker that missed 3 field goals against New England at home last week. Patrick Murray actually played for the Buccaneers a few years ago, and then he went to the where'd he go? Browns, and then the Saints. But he's not too bad. He's 21 for 26 overall. Got an 80-point percentage kicker, so he's got a decent kicker. So they shouldn't lose any more. But this week I'm taking the home dog, Arizona +2. Well, that should wrap it up for the week. If you played my 3-team 6.5-point teaser last week, you won yourself some money. Last week I told you to pick Philadelphia as a pick'em, Buffalo +9.5, and Jacksonville +15.5. So all that paid out. This week I'm going to bring you 3 more. We should be able to cash these out. We're going to go with the New York Jets +16, the San Francisco 49ers +16.5, and the New York Giants +17.5. $20 will win you 27. I want to thank you again for coming and viewing my video. One last side note, Eric Ebron should definitely not be played in the NFL. I mean, literally, it's just random note. He dropped a touchdown pass right in the numbers. We had to kick field goal, lost us 4 points, which would have pretty much won the game. Several first downs right in the numbers, just totally dropped. They brought in Fells, his backup. He came in, made 2 touchdowns, brought us back into the game. And then, after all that, Ebron had to say on his Twitter account, some of you wouldn't know the half of it. Boo me all you want, but pay attention to the whole game. So he went against the fans in the stadium. And then came on after that and said, on another note, my dog Darren Fells is a baller. So he propped the guy who totally came in, stepped in for him, and did a great job. Unbelievable. Well, that's it for the week. If you don't have a sports book, check out Bovada. You can win yourself some bonus money by using my referral link below. Also, they got something new there. The more you bet, the more bonus money you get. So you rack up those bonus monies and turn it into cash. That's what I've been doing. Doing pretty good, actually. So check that out as well. Check me out on Twitter. The link's below. Like I said, I give 2 picks or more sometimes on my Twitter feed, usually later in the week. And check out the prognosticators, all links below. Check out their pages as well, their videos. They're great guys. I will see you next week. Peace. Well, that wraps it up for the week.
Hey, Dad.
Yes, son. What do you need? I'm trying to do a video here.
Your pick sucks.
What?
What are we doing?